But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Boring as fucking shite.
That's just talk.
Oh, you're nasty. I literally just got back, put my headset on, and then I just hear Nani? Alright. But yeah, hello everyone. And you know, welcome back to this here witching ting. You know how we do in these streets with the Witcher 2. 3. Witcher 3. Wild Hunt. I don't know why I said 2. But yeah, we're gonna get started here today. Doing cabaret. You what, mate? Standing there having a good time. Don't need you telling me what to do. Alright. Alright, so here we go.
I've had enough of living.
Oh. Alrighty then. Also, before I set, gosh, I almost died. Before I set sus, I'm gonna put this away, put all of that armor set away, EA, and I should keep some of this stuff around because I know I'll be able to sell it soon enough. Right now, I've got Erendite equipped because when I level up, it can get its level bonus thing from that. And then between levels, I'll be using my other sword.
Oh, God. The Reapers come for me.
Actually, what is the full Griffin, like, bonus? Wait, what do you mean? How do you upgrade something legendary to Grandmaster? I don't understand that. Does it go further beyond Super Saiyan? Dude, I did so much research into upgrading this crap, and it still doesn't make sense to me, because no one had any definitive answers on how it works. And I don't understand, like, how I'm supposed to upgrade legendary Witcher stuff. Is that duty?
How are things, Doo-Doo?
So, I
What did it
suppose.
say his name was
Might
when he
be
was
days
sitting
in the
there?
past when I'd have said wonderful, but I can't complain. I'm in one piece, not bound to a stake atop a pyre.
Oh, that's good.
Ever considered leaving? Forgetting Novigrad altogether?
What for?
Oh.
To pass from the frying pan into the fire? The war's not yet crept here.
Valid point.
Famine's not kicked at our door. Not that the future's looking rosy.
But you don't have to be human. Maybe you could try something else.
I've
I just
seen
burped
many
while I was
forms
drinking
over
water,
the
and
years,
it did not
and
feel
in spite
pleasant.
of all, life as a human has proven most interesting. After all, you humans rule the world.
Like, it wasn't bad, it didn't hurt or anything. It was just weird.
Gotta
Caleb
admit,
Minge.
your Menga? It's a brilliant impersonation.
Don't remind me. I'm rather disgusted.
Come on, he wasn't all out terrible.
You understand nothing. A Doppler assumes more
Understand.
of a man's external appearance. I've
Excuse me.
learned what a scoundrel had knocking about in his head.
He didn't pick up on that. I said
Once
none.
I became him. Not an hour passed before I felt the urge to break a sorceress's fingers. After two, I caught myself lusting to impale someone, and immediately after that, it hit me. The paranoid fear of a Doppler conspiracy.
Wow.
Doo-Doo, tell me. The halfling Biberveld goes from being a prosperous merchant to being a pauper. How?
Prefer the long version or the short?
Short, please.
The war.
I was under the impression merchants grow fat on wars.
Some do, but I have a serious personality. I'm honest. I could not reap profits from the suffering of others. I paid taxes. I never cooked my books. And then a ship full of my goods sank. I pulled through somehow, but then a second fell prey to Skellige raiders, rendering me insolvent. When inflation hit
sucks.
and interest rates rose, I, at long last, fell.
Dang, dude.
Take care of yourself, Doo-Doo.
Oh, those bigots haven't the cunning to strip me of this mask.
Alright, so that's the name of his halfling persona.
To be a purveyor of cheap whores and
Oh.
watered down wine?
Hey, I can't control what I inherit.
But you can control what you do with it.
I know, which is exactly why I'm considering.
Oh, you're always considering. If there's not one thing, it's another. Let me know when you finally decide.
I like how she wanted him back so desperately, and now all of a sudden she acts like she doesn't care that she's back, and that she's upset that he's
What
back.
was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ekamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
Where do you get this cabaret?
It's been a dream for years. Ever since we went to see her in Oxenford. Remember? The dancer hanging from the chandelier? And once she was completely downside up, she called you over and...
I remember.
How could you forget? And this place will be even better, I promise. That is, of course, if I can scrounge together the funds for some remodeling.
If you hear shuffling, rustling, and bustling, that's because I've moved to my bedside. I'm kidding, I'm laying in my bed. Normally I'm sitting up in my chair that you guys see me filming in when I have the camera during broadcast, but like I said, not really been feeling it, so
Maybe the Vivaldis would give you a loan. I'd vouch for you.
Funny you mentioned that. I went to see Vivaldi. Nobody said. Witchers are no good as guarantors. The risk of premature death is way too high. But I have another idea. I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of wine, never to return?
You know, I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need to draw on your authority. You've got some, you know, no matter what you might think.
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Arena. One of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Arena. What will you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
okay.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
Okay.
I'll give you old man Newman if you give that time.
Alright, well, let me put a few things away first, and then we'll get right on that. Alright, here we go.
You don't know how to give, you can't receive.
Saying I'm no good
Looking for. To give, you got to have
Something
talent
unusual.
and character.
Also, wait, let me see here. Okay, so gauntlets. When did I get that? Okay, so it's the enhanced legendary feline trousers, steel sword, and chest armor or boots or something. Oh wait, no, gauntlets. Yeah, so those are the 3 pieces I have right now for the diagrams. The pieces I'm missing are those 3. It's in Novigrad though, which is good. So I think after I'm done with these 2, I know that's still gonna be like 10 levels above my level at that point, but I still want to go hunt them down. Bruh.
The last individual who tried to come in on my business, it took them a month to find him. Am I being clear, Chive?
What's the fuss about? Can you not treat me as a bit of healthy competition?
Why are you even talking to him, Duke? I've always maintained 2 smashed knees are worth 1,000 words.
Oh, get out. Glad you came.
My wife's facility is right there.
There a problem?
A problem? There's some kind of problem here, gents. Oh, just wanted you to meet my new pals before they bugger the fuck off. Because we're just parting, right?
We'll have our reckoning yet, Chive. Soon.
What's this? Some flea-ridden mutant got you scared, Duke? Just say the word. I'll take care of him. Take a peek at what he's got inside, then make the midget eat it. Sound good?
Next time, Earl. Let's go.
Right, and don't show your hides round here ever again. Well, that puts me up to the neck in fucking shite without the shovel.
Shady, those guys. Who were they?
Puffed up fish bladders, Duke. One that is out to be the new.
It's so weird seeing a main character in the background of a cutscene with other main characters.
Coin, influence, men, and class.
And the other?
Errol. Scumjug and a few others. Skin of my arse twitches at the sight of them. Back in Mahakam, we'd send sow buggers like that down the coalface with a bundle of powder and a leaky lamp.
All I heard was leaky lamp. I literally zoned out through all that.
Doing business with them?
Exactly the plowing opposite. You see...
Oh, it's something about his butt, too. And
About to ask me
Mahakam.
for help, aren't you?
The thing is, I sort of kind of owe a wee sum to a mutual acquaintance, Francis Bedlam, the king of beggars. To pay off the debt, I made
Francis
up my mind
Bedlam.
to get serious about Gwent.
Getting better by the minute.
Not the playing of it, mind you, but the cards themselves. The rarest of them fetch princely sums these days. Sadly, that's not exactly arcane knowledge. Got a buyer in heat for my collection, missing just 3 cards. But Duke's dregs are all over my arse, so... What do you say, get out?
Fine. We'll try to hunt down those cards.
And
Which
now we
ones
have
you
another
need?
quest.
Fringilla, Vigo, Isengrim, and John Natalis. Devilish hard to get hold of. Duke's been trying too, hasn't had any luck.
Wait, you don't even know where to look for these cards?
Nah, it's not as bad as that. I'm betting Zed's got them. He quit fencing recently, only deals in cards now. Unfortunately, the arsewite won't talk to me. Not after I bought a one-of-a-kind Scoia'tael card out from under his nose. Would you mind going to see him?
Zed. Sounds familiar.
Big fish in the card pond. There's a shop along the south wall. And thank you, get out. I actually think I stand to pay off this debt now.
No problem. See you later, Zoltan.
Ah, so that's a dangerous game.
Dunno. Got a
fresh like a racehorse.
So
I
upset.
haven't the strength, Geralt. Perhaps you can talk some sense into him.
Well, he's fine for now. Let's see exactly what this other one's about. Oh. Okay, so getting cards resulting. Swords and dumplings. I'm actually a lot closer to. And what about Master Armors is around the same. Yeah. Alright, at least we're in the 70s now though, so that's a good start.
It's a material
Decomposing flesh. Human flesh.
Hmm?
Must like the rain, that one.
Alright, yeah, I don't see any decomposing human flesh.
I'm warning you.
On the other side of this. Yeah, it must be. I've had this happen before. Oh, but I can just go through there now. Great. Trying to throw hands?
You like the bats are slapping the mug to work.
Nah.
So good to see you.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My, whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Well.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Okay.
Let us live, eh?
Alright, dandy boy, what do you want with this sword?
You like the bats are slapping the mug.
Whoa! What a killer!
Jumps over fence, now I'm a killer. Well, I mean, I do have swords, but still, I didn't really do anything.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Excuse you? Okay. Am I going through here? Oh, I'm going through here.
Ah!
That's still my favorite scream, dude. That killed me. What am I looking at?
Finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here, And your mask. Put it on. Sophronia
You
doesn't
what?
recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia is coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Not your lucky day, miss. Hand me your purse, now.
Not so fast. Drop
Why
your
did the lighting
sword,
change?
scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
More like the Crimson Asshole.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
Am I supposed to let him beat me?
I mean, Crimson Avenger!
You're better than I thought.
Is he gonna attack or no? Am I using the blunt one? Oh, I guess I am. It says fight him, it doesn't say lose to him.
I mean, Crimson Avenger!
Oh.
The Crimson Avenger triumphs again.
My hair! Are you well?
What?
One blow struck true. Another scar from my collection.
Come inside. I shall bandage you up. Be gone, vile bandit, or the Crimson Avenger will beat you senseless!
I'm gonna head out. Also, technically it is the morning.
Let's drink for it's nearly night.
This is really light. What? Okay. And then after this, I think we'll do a dangerous game for Zoltan and get those cards. Bro, why are you disgusting? Who built you this stupid?
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Let me get a boneless pizza.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
I associate boudoirs with a feminine elegance that also has an edge. Claws, you might say. That fits a cabaret perfectly.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Oh well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. I'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches
Dude,
life very
what's
rationally.
going on with these doors?
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Oh, here we go.
Got a snake's tongue as well.
Was that her? Or her? Ooh.
Everyone knows you're a quiver on your back. Double chase. Temple guard let even you into the city. Double chase.
What's that even mean?
Polly, everything all right? Open up!
And I thought you'd stop drinking with your mates.
Forget what you said.
Took the words right out.
Man, he's just going to town on that door.
What's the ruckus about?
Dandelion, are you
Polly and
done?
her half-brained fiance. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
Hold on.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've got to help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary in Time. They worked on the dance numbers. I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter, and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
You know, they actually have some really interesting dialogue and character development sometimes.
Damn it. Now where would
Not
she
here.
leave?
Dude, Dandelion, get your fat head out of my way. Can you just look at... Right there.
The key.
Ah, the claw. The Yenamind. Alright, we go. What's up?
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
Alright, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose, in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Dude, why do people's clothes always look fancier than where they
I'll
live?
catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlegs. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Heard of Hank
Commissioned a
Hill.
portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
Oh, sorry, dude. I literally zoned out.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, where Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
Alright. I wanna go this way.
Any needs, master?
Alright, so I guess we're gonna go see why Rutlick isn't doing his job properly. What if I want 2 for the price of 1? That is the dumbest thing ever.
Many a heart, eh, Dandy?
What? I thought she was talking to Dandelion.
Folk in this city, racial hygiene's as poor as their personal hygiene.
Oh, roasted.
Did you see those poor wretches who fled Velen?
What else we got here? Mate, not trying to talk to you.
A changeling rescued, or the witch's triumph. Your performance was magnificent.
Thank you. Yo, set. Sorry, I had to jump in there. Walking wasn't working.
Looking for Roderick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city. But I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now. Fuck off, freak.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
Alright, here we go.
You'll regret this.
Ow, what do you mean I can't do that now? Why not?
Hola mi amigo. Como
Hello.
estás?
Oh. Pff. Je vais bien, merci. Okay, stop. What do you mean? You can't even heal. Okay, well, that distraction was great. Why is it treating this like an actual one-on-one, bro? Oh, well, that's great. Why does your fat head hit so hard?
Come on.
I blocked.
You're very
Fight
hurt.
me. Yeah, I can see that. Oh my god, I can't. They're doing too much. What? Hello? I was blocking. Okay. So for one, I was supposed to have a second life. Two, I was blocking. Okay, no, we are not. No.
You might not survive this.
No, I clearly did not.
Wow. That was sad.
Okay, 1, distracted. 2, sick. 3, my abilities don't work correctly because I just don't feel like it. So,
But finding
yeah.
me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends...
Also, I'm laying down. Let me sit up and actually try. Give me a
I
second.
knew what had happened
Alright, here we go.
Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits. and
Okay,
cornered
now
by
I'm ready.
Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Also, this is going to take like 20 years because this game takes forever to load.
I have been trying to kill a single starling for like 10 days straight and I can't hit a single one with my BB gun.
What do you mean? A single starling? Like, outside your house or something? Why are you trying to kill stuff? Alright, now I gotta run all the way back over there.
A bird.
Yeah, I know. But why?
Yes, outside my house.
She said that really
They are
sassy.
stupid birds and one pooped on my head.
You probably deserved it.
No, I didn't.
Didn't he?
ILL poop on their head.
Alright, I'd love to see you try to poop on a bird's head. Why is it making me pick these up one at a time like that? Bro, Geralt, what are you jumping onto? Jesus, he's built stupid. Get out of here. What are they talking about? Ah! Ah!
What do you want to play?
Nothing. I want you to get out of my way so I can loot.
Well, good luck. I am going to go do some stuff that needs to get done.
AKA shooting birds. Alright, well, thank you.
See ya.
See ya, man.
Look, you are.
Alright, yeah, don't have time for all this. Shut up.
Take
you.
Alright, here we go. Take two. Action. Stop. Oh my gosh, I'm punching. Bro, will you stop swinging like 50 times in a row?
You'll regret this, mutant.
I blocked. What do you mean? Stop. Oh my god. Dude, this is so stupid.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, God, get out of here. Can't stand these stupid idiots. Throw one more friggin' stupid swing and see if I don't beat you boneless. Ow. Yeah, yeet. Alright. You don't know.
Tell me what you want.
Greasy money. I told you if I actually tried, they're nothing.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
Ain't no plowing placards.
Where's he?
Same place as always. Vegal Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy. Could have said so right away.
Yeah, so I don't mess with stupid idiots. Why is he still on the floor? Like I hit him that hard. Oh, I gotta go all the way to the friggin' Vegal Buds? Alright, where's the nearest fast travel? Excuse me. I guess I'm headed to IRX Square.
Yeah, right.
To route Luke. I'm warning you. Warning me about what? What are we running through town at the speed of sound? Trying to see if I can loot any of these. Why are there chests there that I can't loot? That makes me mad. Alright, the guards can suck my eggs. I do not currently own any eggs, but I can go get some. Alright, here we go. Rochi. Bruh. Okay. Also, I don't know how I didn't end up finding a fast travel straight to this place the last time I was here. Shouldn't there be one around here? No? Okay, that's cool. Also, why is Routlick all the way out here instead of at his place?
Well, Routlick, seems you're a considerable psalm in the red. But
Yo, what's up?
You Routlick?
Henri Routlick,
You Routlick.
artist, painter, debtor, martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
You know my predicament. And now
I think you mean two of them.
has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Generous.
Who that boy?
Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem
He's not just
dealers.
any boy. He's a Duke's
Death
boy.
more or less makes little difference to him.
What is that guy back there doing?
What's
Not the
there
one
to
cutting
worry
trees,
about?
but the one
This is
behind
your
Routlick.
chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
That guy. Why is
Had a
what does
spell
he do?
of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer?
Is he like
and lose,
trying to warm up his hands
in bondage to him
on a
for all
non-existent
time?
fire in the middle of the day?
Listen, all I really want are the placards. Tell me where you...
Forgive me, I cannot. I hid them with family heirlooms.
Then go fetch them yourself.
If I show 'em...
Alright, whatever. Sure, I'll win the race for you. I'm not
Let's
playing
do
crowns.
this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me, win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
You're that good a rider.
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer.
Could you imagine if I failed and then there's just no way back? Oh, I'm a Ghost Rider now. Oh, don't you dare, you fat chat. Why is he ahead of me like that? Bruh! It's not allowed, get out of here. Yeah, know your place, vermin. Alright, so there's gonna be greasy money, and then all that's left to do is hopefully get back, give Dandelion his placards, and that'll be that. And I can finally move on. This has all just been one quest, and that upsets me. I wanted to get like 3 or 4 things done, and so far I'm still just on this first stupid thing. Alright, easy money.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Just as soon as I double my obligations. Alright, cool. Hey, and I got some crowns for it. 19.99 out of 2,000. Alright, fine. It's okay. I'm cool. It's all good.
Oh, I wish you health.
Are you trying to touch my Rochelle?
Well, another freak.
Who told you you could? Are you trying to throw hands? I will freaking end all of your whole careers. Yeah, you're trying me today. Mine's not about if I'm... Return to Landy dying. Certain abilities change how your signs function. When someone offers you a contract, you can handle higher pay. Just be careful not to push too hard. Alright, you're out, run. Built stupid. What?
Crown in the evening. A performance by the illustrious duo, Master Dandelion and Priscilla.
And Priscilla.
I told you, the piece is sad, melancholy. Needs a minor key.
But I wanted to.
Doo-doo. Or are you just walking through people?
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, you know, more theatrical.
Don't you like it? But I thought a boudoir would be right in line with your tastes.
Oh, you chose it. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, just different. Not exactly what I'd envisaged. You know, now that I think about it, you're absolutely right. A boudoir's the perfect setting for a cabaret. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
The chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
I agree.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't.
I swear The Witcher's the only game where I can be doing one thing for an hour straight.
Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their
And
knees,
not just on
their
purpose,
knees,
like
both
repeating
at
the
the same
same thing, but
time.
I mean doing like one individual thing for an hour straight, because it just requires that much
Guess
time.
everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Why not?
That's my boy.
That's my boy.
The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
She said you're a bloomin' idiot. She did do that. I kind of want to say this though. Just because it would be kind of funny, but no, I'll be serious.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Hey, Dandelion may get around, but he's loyal.
She's late, of course.
Hey,
She knew how
level
important this
72.
night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla! She's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
I don't remember this part. Bro, can we stop with the sad music and long loading screens and get there?
God.
Okay.
Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Yep, sure, let's get it.
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
I actually do remember this quest because it actually held one of the funniest things I saw this early on in the game. It's just this rare glitch where like Geralt stepped to the side to get out of the doctor's way, but it looked like he was like about to do the splits. And I think at one point the doctor had an arrow through his hand the whole time. Oh, it was about to happen right there. I don't know if it'll still happen when I unpause. Bro, I don't know who that is.
Took medicine you practice in the sewers.
Oh.
What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Bro.
Of course. Yes.
Where's he going? What's up, Doc? Oh, that's great. Bro! Hello? I kind of wanted to get hit again. Is he okay? Oh, so is he gonna hit a single shot and fires like ever? Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to Erendite. Plus this set isn't actually giving me any set bonuses, which makes me mad. Because I don't know what it means by getting it to Grandmaster. Can the block button be any less responsive, dude? Can it? Okay, I guess it can.
Lost it. I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel. Believe me. Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trowbridge. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder.
Where else am I going to go besides the ladder?
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. I'm afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Ah, it's hot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankles swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard, right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Yeah, apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Yeah, not exactly sure which one of these I should choose. What's the name of this again? I forgot the name of this mission. Cardinal Sins, that's what it is. Well, that didn't explain anything, so 1 second here. Guess it doesn't matter what I choose.
Sure of one thing. This was punishment.
Even the witch hunters don't engage in this kind of torture. What sin could possibly merit it?
Only the murderer knows that. And it's the key to finding him. Or her. It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give it a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer, delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, the corpse collector's right here.
Bloody bandits! Can't go out in the streets no more!
At least before they didn't used to kill women.
Full of foul of the king of beggars.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
That's true.
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Get out of my sight. Now.
He looks like he belongs in a trash can. Just saying. Alright, hold up, is it? What? Oh, is this that? No. Goodbye. Where's the... Bro, these places don't make sense.
Let's drink for it's nearly night. Pull back out.
Anyone home?
Begun, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Skellige, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better back and dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
Cost me a chunk.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. The Novigrad folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. They'd care about some dwarf.
Ripped dwarfs.
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her paunch said a fever took her.
Oh, it sucks.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
I'll punch a dog right in the throat.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Yeah, I really don't like his dogs.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
That's the thing I'm gonna get. Look. I think I'm gonna get a haircut, get a new style. Alright, can I? Thank you.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Formaldehyde.
Bruh, I said
Fabian
loot.
used it. More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood.
Bled to death.
Left a few stains behind. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Oh? What is that?
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Nothing here.
There's something here. Never mind, guess that was just a glitch. Alright, off to where Priscilla got attacked. Oof.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Why are they always so aggressive?
Ooh.
Kyle. Oh, you scared?
I hope you know that you're whoring their crime scene. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Drank for days. Drinks water. I need to start drinking some of this stuff. I have so much alcohol in my inventory, not in real life. Like, some of it I have so much of, it's been broken up into groups.
A storm, damn it.
I
know that smell. This time it was formaldehyde.
Dave.
How am I to know?
Giving me no choice.
Bro, why are there 3 of them?
Pathetic.
Ah.
Shit.
Bro.
Slaughter the freak. Gotta get around him.
Wait, I can use... Oh, okay, nice.
Not too late to surrender.
Why'd he fade out of
Think you
existence?
got me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
What even is this?
Vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. for Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Can you apologize first?
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was.
Get looked at just as bad. Jobs
Others have died like this before.
much more difficult.
Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama
And just as dirty, if not dirtier.
Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Will do.
A brazier.
Oh,
This
yeah.
time of year?
I looked at that already.
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Human. Priscilla's. I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
I feel like these are going to be pieces to the puzzle later that are going to give extra dialogue. Alright, but for now, we've taken care of just about all of our investigations, and now it's time to get back on the main path. Give me 1 second here.
Elven blood, eh? From now on, assume your every move's observed. Let's drink for it's nearly night.
Okay.
Why is your hair so grey, darling?
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Thank you for actually being nice. Hubbard, what's up?
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you. Especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter. And I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
By the way, you and Von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's von Graz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Gods, he knows no bounds. To attack Lady Vegelbud, heiress of such a prominent family.
Where is she? Tell me.
She resides in an estate beyond the city, north of Oxenfurt.
Gotta find her, now.
Alright, to the Vegelbuds. I already know how this turns out, but we're still gonna go.
Till next time, Master.
Just give me one moment here. Okay. Alright, sorry, yeah, I know that there are a couple... which way is easier? I don't know, this way might be. I know there are a couple, intricacies to this next part, and, if I were to do them wrong, I won't get the desired outcome. Well, not like this particularly, but a part coming up. Alright, here we go. Vegelbud, Vegelbud, oh Vegelbud, Vegelbud. Why is Roach still there? Dum dum dum. let's get up in here, Roach. And oh shit, actually looked like this at 5 a.m. all the time. Okay, maybe not all the time, some of the times. Oh, we're not freaking fight guards. I swear they better not make me fist fight these boys. I'm so tired of this. Hello? Can I talk to someone?
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my arse out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Yes, good fellow? If it's work you seek.
Don't know that I'm all that good. Name's Geralt. Looking for Patricia Vegelbud. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Even if it's true, our guards.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember?
Bro, can you move? Like she's dying. Or dead.
A rather serious one. We'd been to Nova.
Why are you just standing
Mother
there?
had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square. Uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Then why are we walking?
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're anxious, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Okay.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Giving me no choice.
Alright, here we go.
Damn it.
Come on, swing, you freaking idiot, dude.
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Be Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
I don't know what I just picked up. Uh-oh, another one of
Same
those.
wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Alright, let's try to find a fast travel nearby and wrap this up as soon as we can. Well, I think we'll be headed to that one, I guess. Because for some reason the Vegelbud residence just doesn't want to have a fast travel anywhere nearby.
Rains like this come sowing time.
There, finally. Geralt, oh my lord. I'll throat chop you. I should probably go to this one. Also, I'm going to end it with this mission and then next time try to do some more.
Ow! What do you think you're doing?
What? Trying to save people's lives, that's what I'm doing.
What do you want, brats?
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Yeah, don't have time for that.
This life, sometimes it's a handful.
What?
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
What, no foreplay? No formaldehyde? Coals in my eye sockets?
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished...
Leave her alone.
I pay
Wait, did she accept payment to have this happen? Oh yeah.
You'll untie her, drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes. I will.
Good boy.
Okay, I don't think she knew entirely what she was getting into. I mean, is he gonna untie her or no? Alright, whatever. There's freaking broken rakes everywhere. I was gonna put this fire out. Forget it. Do it my own way. I don't have time for it trying to switch to everything but extinguish. Gosh. I'm done looting this rubbish.
Dear she, this life, sometimes it's a handful.
Bro, who'd I bump into? I couldn't even see anyone. The second time. Alright, finally time to get the murderer.
Water's going rise. Rain like this would fetch a fortune in Zerrikania.
Key required. How am I supposed to get a key? Oh, like that.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
Who, what are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? Torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
Tortured logic.
Yet logic, nonetheless. I'm glad you perceived that, at least. Fight fire with fire, as they say. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
That's something that will cut it all right. Ooh, almost to the next level. Spicy. Ooh, a nice silver sword. I mean, not as good as like that, but it's still nice nonetheless. Gear gate. Is there anything to find around here? More drink. Did he plan on leaving that note here for me? Yeah, I think... Sorry. I pressed X multiple times and it didn't register. But I think the thing that makes Erendite so valuable is its whole critical hit shtick. How once you get those 10, it's just crit after crit after crit. You don't get that from any other weapon unless Thunderbolt in a storm. But that's what makes it so useful. Because then once it hits that point, it's always doing the upper limit of its damage. So, yeah, that silver sword is, like, really strong. The other Witcher one, the Griffin one. But it doesn't quite have the same potential as Erendite. But since it's so much stronger than Erudite, it's not like it's entirely useless or anything either, like most of the swords I find in comparison. The closest relic sword that I've seen to being on par with Erendite, because it's just like slightly better, although Erendite's going to catch up to it. And that Witcher sword is the only other sword that I've seen in general that has actually been better than Erendite that I've got so far, but that's because it's designed to be super powerful, and it's a crafted weapon, which are normally stronger than weapons that you just find out and about, and like legendary and enhanced and all that.
The rain will cleanse the city's streets of filth.
Landy dying. I have good news, everyone. Really hoping Priscilla turns out okay. Well, she's on her side now, resting, so she's moving around.
Right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Don't mention it. Nothing a friend wouldn't do. She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Don't need a candle. Alright, and that's finally that quest done. Ooh. So, that's also the end of this broadcast, everyone. But as usual, hope you've all been enjoying the series so far. Next time, we're gonna wrap things up in Novigrad. I really thought that we would be heading to Skellige in this video, but like those quests took like an hour a piece, which was just much longer than I thought they'd be. I still haven't done a Matter of Life and Death or a Dangerous Game yet, both of which I plan on doing before I head on out, and by the time we're done with both of those, we're probably going to be level 73, which is also high enough of a level, or at least it should be, to finish Of Swords and Dumplings 2 now. And then we'll finally be then I also want to get this treasure hunt done, which will only be 9 levels below it at that point. And then we'll finally be off to Skellige. So hopefully next time I'm on. Tomorrow I won't be playing The Witcher 3. I actually have other plans, which are very exciting. And you guys will just have to come around and see that. If you're watching this in the future, obviously it will have already happened, and you'll know what it is. And hopefully it's entertaining. But for me it hasn't happened yet, and even I don't know the full plan as of this recording. I just know it's between one of a couple things happening. But should be good nonetheless. So until then, as usual, hope you've all been enjoying the series so far. And if you have, don't forget to rate, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, maybe even share with a friend. Do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Oh. Yeah. And then comes the awkward moment where I have to end the broadcast.